HECK-BELEY, Portrait sensible. Un podcast réalisé par Fabien HECK.
So welcome in HECK-BELEY to meet the great Ben Corbett from Australia, leader of Gentle Band and his Shimmering between the last Binic Blues Festival. Before introducing the interview, some words of Truman Capote in Cold Blood. Then, starting home, he walked towards the trees and under them, leaving behind him the big sky, the whisper of wind voices in the wind-bent weight. Let's go. Great. We are very happy to see you again in Binic. It's a special place in the world for you, Binic?
Binic is a very special place in the world for me. Since we played here last time, we've been trying to get back and, make enough money, find time in our lives and yeah, we're so incredibly happy to be back. Every single person that we see is just a friendly face, and there's so many people that we love here. It's incredible. We feel like a real kinship with the people of Brittany and with the people who come to the Binic Festival. It's great. Like I couldn't be more happy at the moment, to be honest. It's wonderful.
Okay, we are. I'm thinking about your brother,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yep.
I saw her here with the shifting sounds.
Yes.
And I want to talk about your when you were a child.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so when music came in your house, in your head.
So Jeff is 7 years older than me. So when we were growing up, we weren't a particularly musical family, but my mother did teach drama. So we were kind of introduced to literature. We had a lot of books in the house, and I got on stage, as a child, doing poetry and things like that. And then because Jeff was the older brother, he went to high school before me, and then he went to university. And when he went to university, he went to art school and got right into, punk rock, various other, I suppose you'd say outlaw country, these sort of genres that formed the basis of our musical education in those days. So he would sort of go off to university, and he'd come back to the farm on holidays, and we'd listen to the records that he brought back, and that was my sort of early musical education. And then as I left home, we started to play some music together eventually, and that became the band 6 Foot Hick. And then, years later, we both branched out into different things, and here we are, and we're still, there's a lot of connection. I mean, 2 of the other members of Shimmering Hands are members of 6 Foot Hick, and I went to high school with Dan. So, yeah, there's a fairly long history, I suppose, with my brother and with the other people. Yeah.
Where do you come from? Brisbane?
We come from Brisbane. So originally, Jeff and I grew up on a farm about an hour and a half north of Brisbane, on the Sunshine Coast. It's near the Big Pineapple. You know how Australia has lots of big things? It's right near a big pineapple. And my father was a farmer, but he stopped farming when I was very young and did various other things, drove trucks and stuff. And my mum was a teacher. And yeah, we just kind of grew up in a quite a conservative house, but
are you going to the church to sing now?
No, not really. Sometimes they'd take us to Sunday school and that kind of thing, but it wasn't.
When I saw you on stage, it's incredible. I'm thinking about a preacher.
I think there's
with
love and hate. Yeah. Oh my God, that film is one of my favorites. Yeah. I think there's been an element of that sort of revival preacher, particularly it started with 6 Foot Hick, and I think it became I don't know, it's just a way of connecting with the audience and communicating with the audience. And I kind of figure if you're going to step up on stage, you might as well try and have an effect and try and connect with people, and that's, I guess, where the
Did you have records in when you was a child or and after?
We didn't have so when we were very young, we had we listened to ABBA, and it was a great band, and my father listened to light opera like Gilbert and Sullivan, but I would. When I got a bit older, I would listen to the radio, and we have an independent radio station in Brisbane, and on the farm you couldn't always pick it up, so I'd have the aerial up and I'd listen, and if I heard songs that I like, I'd tape them on a tape and listen to them over and over. So that was another way I kind of started a bit of a musical education. And then, of course, as I got older again, I had friends who played in bands, just high school bands.
Do you play music? Did you play some
No,
guitar instrument? Only voice?
I played a little bit of keys,
Okay.
very, very little. I can strum a few chords on guitar. That's about it. I'm not a musician. I'm not really a singer. Well, you know,
Who are you?
I don't. When I'm around people who are really good, sort of professional level singers, I don't know what they're doing. I just do my own thing, you know. So I'm very lucky to be around a lot of talented people. So the guys in my band, for instance, I'm very lucky that I can write songs with them because
when you're singing for the first time, did you saw pictures of movie of Jim Morrison, someone like Iggy Pop?
I think some of my earliest influences were Iggy in the beginning, and then probably the biggest one, the person who really stuck with me as far as their stage presence was I saw the Cramps, and seeing Lux Interior
looks
was just my mind was blown, because he was just this wonderful force of, he was really dangerous, you know, and really kind of sexy and also very, very funny. And I just thought, you are just incredible. What an incredible man, what an incredible band. And that the performance that I saw was just, it really expanded my mind of, you know, how you can get on stage and communicate and connect with people. Yeah, so that's kind of...
Did you write your lyrics? The words?
Yes.
Of the songs?
Yeah. So when I write, I have a few different ways, but often I will just hear a phrase will stick in my head, or I'll like the sound of the way two words fit together, and I'll just let it sit in my head and fester and boil and bubble, and then eventually I'll start actually writing it down and trying to make it coalesce into a more complete idea. And then we'll sort of get in the band room and work on some music and jam it all together. And often we'll write a whole lot of stuff and then decide it doesn't work and throw it all away, and then come back to it later with a completely different lyric and just have another go at it. And that's sort of how we wrote the last album. We just weren't precious about any of it. Anyone could say, I don't think that's working, throw it out, or change it, and we just all go, okay, if it's not working, let's come up with something else, or let's put it aside and work on something else. And there's been a lot of freedom in that, is just letting go of your ego and just not holding on tight to the things that you think are important, because really you're just writing some songs, you know. It's not that big a deal, and I think it's better when you just remove yourself from the process, or remove your ego from the process a bit. You end up with a more truthful result, you know.
Who do you like writer?
So
Brotigan, you know Brotigan. Who's?
Do you mean writers as
writer?
in novelists or?
Novelists. Yeah.
Novelists. So I really like Cormac McCarthy.
Okay.
What have I been reading? Margaret Atwood, Flannery O'Connor. So those are some of the. They have quite a lyrical style. As far as people who write lyrics,
John Fante. John Fante.
I don't
It's
think
an
I
American.
know. I don't think I know.
Oh.
Sorry. But then people who write lyrics, I love.
I send you a book of John Fontaine.
Please do.
Yeah.
Lyricists, I love Baxter Dury. I love. Do you know the band The Handsome Family?
Yeah.
I love The Handsome Family. There's a lot of things. I love Ben Salter. I was just listening to his lyrics, going, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful." So I draw from a lot of different inspirations, I suppose. But often, I think my influences aren't necessarily artists. They're just drawn from the environment that I live in and that I work in, you know.
Do you believe in spirit? Because at the end of the show, you're looking at the sky.
I don't. I don't. But I don't. I don't think that there's anything wrong with people believing in things. It just doesn't. It doesn't come to me. But I do like to feel. I like to feel a connection with people, and to me, that's the point. Why are we making art if we're not doing it to feel a connection with other people? And even when you can feel very alone making your art, or you're sort of making it for yourself, ultimately you know that it's about forming a bridge between you and someone else. And maybe that's what the spirit is, you know. Maybe that's what spirituality is, because it's not a belief in a god or an all-powerful, omnipotent, you know, all-knowing being or something in the universe that connects us all. It's just that we're just people, and, you know, people feel joy and pain and love and sorrow, and it's really nice to be able to connect with people like that. And that's, you know, coming here, and I'm surrounded by all these friends, you know, people like Kill Devil Hills and Ben Salter, and then all the people from Brittany and from elsewhere that come to see us, and it's, oh my God, my heart is so full, you know. And to me, that's maybe the most important thing about music and about creating. Yeah.
When I saw you, I'm thinking about David Lynch. He said, "My head is on fire." You know, when I saw you on stage. So you became something special with your own body, with your own heart. It's incredible to see you on stage with a band. So we want to say all of the Binic people to say to you, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
To give some pleasure. And for the end, two questions. When you are very happy, what song are you listening?
Ooh, when I'm very happy. Oh my God. That's a hard one. When I'm very happy, I'm probably listening to something like, if it's an evil kind of happiness, I'm probably listening to something by Baxter Dury.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And when you are so sad.
When I'm so sad.
Fucking sad.
When I'm fucking sad. Mark Lanigan, maybe. Or actually, probably, there's a song called Passenger Pigeons by the Handsome Family that is absolutely heartbreaking. So that's a good choice. There's too many songs. Too many songs.
Thank you so much. The sun is in Binic and in your heart, in our heart. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you for talking to me. Thanks.
Prise de son Fabien HECK. Photo de gentleman Annick Fidji. Prise de son Melville HECK-BELEY. Musique HECK-BELEY Adrien des Arrojo. Visuel HECK-BELEY Stéphane PERRAUX. Visuel photo HECK-BELEY Philipe LEVY. Et nous vous quittons avec Shifting Sounds et Gentleman avec la chanson Dead Memory, les deux frères Corbett. Et nous vous disons bonjour ou bonsoir et nous vous disons à bientôt.
this to be true. As sure as you're hurting, I'll dissolve like drugs and fade like the curtains. As much as you cry, you mustn't try and forget. Succumb naturally like an unattended cigarette. Remember me. Remember me. A dead memory. Beyond your control, no longer your decision. I appear like a stain, a shadow, an apparition. I'm beyond your control, no longer your decision. I appear like a stain, a shadow apparition. Remember